Why didn't George Washington live in the White House when he was president? You'll find out when one of these three contestants wins the chance to drive home in this brand new Pontiac Fiero GT in just a split second. And now, here's the star of our show, Monty Hall.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Split Second, a very exciting show, and what a time we've had with our champion here. You'll hear more about that in a few moments. Oh, the question, why didn't George Washington live in the White House? Because they didn't finish building it until 3 years after he left office, or about the same timetable as my carpenter. Because I don't live in my house, I'm still living in the garage for 3 years, but then, of course, what did George Washington and I have in common? I cannot tell a lie. That's what I have in common. You've been an exciting champion, is what you've been.
Thank you very much. It's an exciting show.
Right, and we're going to meet our champion and two new players right now. Let's hear about them, Sandy Hoyt.
Okay, Monty, first we have our returning champion, a lady going for her fifth and final shot at that beautiful Fiero, Gay Kapkin. Next, a young doctor of medicine who uses hypnotherapy to help his patients, David Gottlieb. And on your right, a poet whose 250 published poems have netted her a grand total of about $37. That's about 5 cents a poem, Lucille Barker.
Okay, I don't have to tell you that this being your fifth day on the show, it's an automatic for you if you win, because every day that you've been on, we've taken away one of the five screens.
That's right.
And if you win the fifth day, it's automatic. You go and sit in the car and drive it right through the set,
Right.
through the wall, through everything.
And you'll say goodbye.
But not sadly, I mean, because you've been a
Thank you.
terrific champion, and
Thank
we're
you.
so thrilled about you. Of course, you've left your practice of architecture. And,
That's right. I'm going to be a game show contestant full-time, so if anyone would like me on their show, please call, and I'd be glad to.
Well, I bet they do, because you've been a great one, too.
Thank
So
you.
we're going to see what happens today on this fifth exciting day. Now, there are
Thanks.
two people waiting to dethrone you. And the first one is a young gentleman introduced to us as a doctor of medicine.
Right.
Hypnotherapy.
Right.
Instead of or along with?
Along with regular therapy, along with drugs, usually, hopefully, in place of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Helping people stop smoking, helping people lose weight, and I can clear your sinuses without making you drowsy.
You are the man I'm going to see right after the
There you
show.
go.
Win or lose, we talk sinuses right after
Okay.
the show, David. I can hardly wait. Can we do the show in 7 minutes? Lucille, a starving poet.
Not exactly starving. There are other things in the world beside poetry,
But I wanted
like
to drag-
prose.
Like what?
Like prose.
Oh, do you make a living doing prose?
Not really.
Oh, well, you're unemployed in two professions, poetry and prose.
Actually, I'm working 2 jobs and still starving.
Well, maybe you can give us a sample of your poetry a little later on. Do you think you'd do that for us? No. I'll give you a
Not
sample
unless
of
you pay
mine.
More than $37.
Okay. Well, listen, these are our three players, and it's an exciting day today because Gay is trying for her 5th championship. We're ready to start playing, and for the benefit of those watching at home and our new players, let me explain the game to you. Each of you has to come up with a part of an answer, because each of our questions come with 3 answers. Now, if each of you come up with a part of the answer, you'll get $10 each. If 2 of you come up with a part, you get $25 each. If only one person can answer the question, that means $50 for each of you. And you buzz in as soon as you see the question come up on the screen, but you don't buzz in before the whole question is up there or you'll be locked out. And then, in front of you, it says first, second, or third, and that's the way we'll take your answers. Are you ready? Here we go. Good luck to all of you. It's going to be an exciting day. Men know that the perfect gift for a woman is a bottle of perfume. Here are 3 popular fragrances marketed under the name of a famous designer. Pick your perfume. Tell me the designer's name that goes with it. Look at the screen. Poison, cocoa, opium. David, you know about perfumes.
Coco is Coco Chanel.
That's very good. And Lucille?
I think opium is Dior.
No, that is not right. And Gay?
Opium is Yves Saint Laurent.
That is correct. And poison was Christian Dior. So Gay and David start off with $25 each. Some of the most popular country and western recording artists have well-known nicknames. Hank Snow, for example, is known as the Singing Ranger. Here are the nicknames of 3 of country and western's biggest stars. You name them. Look at the screen. Who was the Tennessee Plowboy, the Okie from Muskogee, and the Singing Brakeman? Gay.
I don't have a clue, but I'm going to say the Okie from Muskogee was Waylon Jennings.
Wrong. David?
I'm not going to do much better. The singing brakeman is Hank Will.
That's 2 for 2. Lucille, you're the only one who has a chance here. You can pick up a fast 50.
Tennessee Plowboy, Hank Williams?
No, here's what they are. Listen to this. The Tennessee Plowboy was Eddie Arnold. Okie from Muskogee was Merle Haggard. And the singing brakeman was Jimmy Rogers. No points and no money for anybody. All right. Let's go to clothing. Mucklucks are a form of footwear that originated in Canada and Alaska. Here are 3 other kinds of footwear. You tell me in what country they originated. Look at the screen. The Jodhpur boots and the Huaraches and the Wellington boots. And Gay is in first.
Huaraches are Mexican.
Correct. Lucille.
Wellington boots, Great Britain.
Correct. David?
Jodhpur, India.
That is right. All 3 make a nice comeback, get $10 each. A number of Shakespeare's ladies often had a tough time of it. Here are some facts that identify those unfortunate Shakespearean ladies. Give me their names. Look at the screen. Who was killed by an asp? Hamlet drove this one mad and killed by Othello. David?
Oh, Hamlet drives her mad. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you'll think of it in just a moment. Gay?
Hamlet drove Ophelia mad.
That's right.
sadly.
He drove Ophelia mad. And Lucille?
Desdemona was killed by Othello.
Correct. And who was killed by an asp? Cleopatra. Now, Gay and Lucille each get $25, and David's going to have to do some hypnotherapy on himself to make a comeback here. An ant is an ant, and a robin is a robin. But some other animals seem to need more description in their names. I'll give you 3 words. Pick one and name the animal it partially describes. The praying something, the humming something, and the whooping something. Gay.
The praying mantis.
Correct, David?
Whooping crane.
Correct, Lucille?
Hummingbird.
You all 3 are right. All 3 get $10. You know, most hockey fans know that the Canadiens are from Montreal and the Maple Leafs are from Toronto. I'll give you the city where 3 other hockey teams come from. You gave me the name of the team. We'll take the name of the team from Buffalo, Vancouver, and Edmonton. Hey, David.
Buffalo Sabres.
That's right. Lucille.
Vancouver Canucks.
That's right. Gay.
Edmonton Oilers.
You are very good hockey fans, all 3 of you. Hollywood loves to make movies about doctors, Doctor. So here are 3 movies with doctor in the titles. You pick one and name the star who played the doctor. Look at the screen. Who played Dr. Dolittle, Dr. Strangelove, and Dr. Zhivago? Lucille.
Dr. Zhivago was Omar Sharif.
Yes, and didn't he do a wonderful job of that? Gay.
Dr. Doolittle was Rex Harrison.
Delightful performance. David?
Did we cover Dr. Strangelove?
Not yet. He's for you.
It's Peter Sellers.
Yes, sure, indeed. All 3 of you right. All 3 of you get $10. Well, time is up. Time is up on the first round. Let's take a look and see what the score is. Our champion leads with 90. David and Lucille tied at 65. But remember, when we come back, we double the stakes and play for a very important round. In just a moment. We're back for our second round. Our returning champion, going for her 5th championship today, is Gay. And Dr. David is right next to her. And Lucille, the poet who has written how many poems now?
I've written about 600 or 700. It's getting them published that's the hard part.
Yeah, that's half the battle, right? You've written them, now somebody has to come along and publish them. Well, maybe you'll make enough money to publish your own today. As we go to the second round. What, dear?
Or at least to buy stamps.
You certainly compromise quickly, don't you? We are going into our round where we double the stakes. This is a chance for you not only to win some money, but you're jockeying for position for that all-important countdown round, because the person with the most money will have the edge in that countdown round who decides who goes for the car. So now, if you're ready, we double the stakes this time. If all 3 of you come up with an answer, it's worth 20 each. If 2 of you come up with an answer, it's worth 50. And if only one person comes up with an answer, it's $100. Here we go. Calico is made from cotton. Cashmere comes from wool. Pick one of these and tell me if this cloth is usually made from cotton or from wool. Look at the screen. Chambray, drill, and tweed. David?
Tweed is wool.
Correct. Gay?
Drill is cotton.
Correct. Lucille?
Chambray cotton.
All 3 are right. All 3 get $20. Here are 3 hit songs recorded by groups. Pick a hit. Name the group that took it to the top. Look at the screen. Stayin' Alive, Surfin' USA, Spinning Wheel. David?
Surfin' USA is the Beach Boys.
That is correct. Gay?
Staying Alive were the Bee Gees.
Lucille?
I'm not sure about Spinning Wheel. Spinners seems logical.
No, that would have been logical, but it's Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And so David and Gay get $50 each and start to pull away from Lucille. Here are 3 quotations from 3 of Charles Dickens' most famous characters. Name the Dickens character who said it. Look at the screen. The orphan that said, more, please. The miser said, bah, humbug. And the child who said, God bless us, everyone. Lucille?
The child who said, God bless us, everyone, was Tiny Tim.
That's right. Bob Cratchit, Scrooge and all, Marley's Ghost and all those wonderful characters. Gay?
Scrooge was the miser who said, bah, humbug.
How did you know that?
Well, I knew.
Yeah, but that's right. He was the one who said, bah, humbug. And who said, please, sir, can I have some more?
Oliver.
Oliver said that. That's absolutely right, sir. And so you each get $20. I loved it when he said, please, sir, can I have some more? This year, tourists by the millions visited national parks in the western part of the United States. Here are 3 of those great tourist attractions. In what states will you find them? Yosemite, Carlsbad Caverns, and Mount Rainier. And Gay is first.
Yosemite is in Wyoming.
That is not correct. David?
Mount Rainier in Washington.
I'm sorry?
Mount Rainier in Washington.
That is right. Lucille?
Carlsbad Caverns, Kentucky?
No, in New Mexico, and Yosemite is in California. Only one person scores, gets the whole $100. David moves into the lead. Certain musical instruments require the use of a foot on a foot pedal to affect the music. Do these instruments have foot pedals? Look at the screen. A piano, a harp, a set of drums. Lucille?
A piano has pedals.
Yes.
for-
David?
A harp doesn't.
A harp does.
I knew that.
A harp does. Gay?
So does a set of drums. It does.
It does. And this time David was shut out as Gay and Lucille get $50 each. And let's take a look at the score. It's David with $255, Gay with $230, Lucille with $155. Next question coming up. The name Robinson made sports history when these famous athletes named Robinson went professional. Name the sport they excelled in. Look at the screen. There was a Sugar Ray Robinson, there was a Jackie Robinson, and there's a Frank Robinson. And David says?
Sugar Ray Robinson was boxing.
That's right. Lucille?
Jackie Robinson, baseball?
That's right. And Gay?
Frank Robinson was football.
No, he was also baseball.
He was baseball.
So David and Lucille get $50 each. And now we go to nursery rhymes. Nursery rhyme characters often got themselves into trouble. Here's what happened to 3 of them. You tell me their names. He broke his crown, he stole a pig, and he kissed the girls and made them cry. Even I knew these. Gay?
Georgie Porgy kissed the girls and made them cry.
He was such a bad boy.
He was a nasty.
Yeah, and David?
Oh dear, did old King Cole broke his...
No, he didn't.
No, I
Lucille?
didn't.
Humpty Dumpty broke his crown.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Jack fell down and broke his crown. Jack and Jill, remember? And who stole a pig and away he ran? Tom, the piper's son. I knew that. I feel so proud. Let me see. We had only one answer. Gay with $100 moves back into the lead. Debbie and Bert are 2 famous Reynolds in the entertainment business. I'll give you the titles of 3 well-known films. Pick one and tell me which Reynolds, Debbie or Bert, was it. 3 films are The Unsinkable Molly Brown, Deliverance, and How the West Was Won. Gay, which one was it, Debbie or Bert?
Bert in Deliverance.
Bert in Deliverance. Yes. David?
Debbie in Molly Brown.
Yes. Lucy?
Bert and How the West Was Won?
No, Debbie and How the West Was Won. Gay and David take $50 each and are making a runaway with it now, Lucille. You have to come back. Here's the way to say hello or goodbye or maybe both in a foreign language. Pick one. Name the language. Look at the screen. Sayonara, ciao, and salam. Lucille?
Sayonara, Japanese.
Correct, David?
Ciao is Spanish.
That's not correct. Gay?
Salam is Arabic.
That's right, and ciao was Italian. And Gay and Lucille get $50 each. Famous people now. Throughout history, there have been geniuses who changed the world's way of looking at things. Here are 3 outstanding achievements. Pick one. Name the man who was credited with establishing the theory or law. And here they are. The theory of evolution, of relativity, and the law of gravitation. Lucille?
Relativity, Albert Einstein.
Correct. Gay?
Evolution was Charles Darwin.
Correct. David?
Gravitation was Newton.
That's correct. Very good. All 3 of you get $20. Here are 3 musical instruments that may or may not have been used in the Old Testament times. Pick one. Tell me if it was named in the Bible. Look at the screen. Shofar, oboe, and pipe. David?
The shofar was.
Yes, it was. And Lucille?
Pipe was.
Pipe was. Gay?
I don't really think an oboe was, but I'm going to say no.
No is correct. And so each of you get another $20 in this particular round. And so, as we come to the end of round 2, let's take a look at the score. Our champion, Gay, is in the lead again. Is going to have an edge going into the countdown round. David is behind in 2nd place. Lucille in 3rd. We'll get to that fantastic countdown round and a possible 5th win for Gay right after this. Well, we've arrived at that magical moment, the countdown round, which determines which person goes for the car. And Gay, our 4-time champion, if she wins this countdown round, it's automatic. She just wins it. If David or Lucille upset her, of course, there'll be a first-time champion. We'll start all over again, selection time. Now, the way we play this game is the one who was in the lead with the most money has the fewer questions to answer. Gay only has to answer 4. David was in second place. He has to answer 5. Lucille, 6. Now, the twist in this countdown round is this time when you buzz in, you can answer 1, 2, or 3 parts of the question. Each time you're correct, you count down 1. The first person to 0 will be the winner of the countdown round and go for that car. Now, if you're all set to play the countdown round, here we go. Here's to the ladies who have made their mark in many fields. I'll name the lady's accomplishment, you name the lady who did it. Look at the screen. Won the 1979 Nobel Peace Prize, former Premier of Israel, U.S. Supreme Court Justice, Gay.
Former Premier of Israel was Golda Meir.
That's right, continue.
U.S. Supreme Court Justice is Sandra Day.
That is correct.
Won the 1979 Nobel Peace Prize was the Jumping Jeans
I'm sorry,
woman.
time is up. And the second is Lucille.
Bernadette Devlin?
No, that's not right, David.
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa. All right, now let's take a look at the score. Lucille needs 6, a long way to go. David needs 4. Gay could go out on this question. She only needs 2. Let's see if they can stop her. We all know that a thermometer measures temperature and a speedometer measures speed. What do these measure? Look at the screen. Altimeter, seismometer, and sphygmomanometer. And David is in first.
An altimeter measures altitude.
That is correct. Continue.
A sphygmomanometer measures blood pressure.
That's right. Continue.
And a seismometer measures earthquakes.
You've got another one, and you're down to just 1. Let's take a look at the score right now. David just needs 1 to become the new champion. Gay needs 2 to retain that championship and win the car. And Lucille needs 6, has to make a big comeback. So here we go. Sherlock Holmes isn't the only foreign-born detective we've seen in the movies. Here are some facts about 3 other favorite foreign detectives. Name them. Look at the screen. J.P. Marcon's, E.D. Biggers, and A. Christie's Belgian detective. And David, you ran in first. Can you give me 1?
Christie's Belgian detective is Hercule Poirot.
You've got yourself a win! J.P. Marcon's Japanese detective is Mr. Moto. E.D. Bigger's Chinese detective is Charlie Chan. Well, I want to tell you there's mixed emotions here on the set, David, because, you know, we had a 4-time champion over here, and so many people saying, go ahead and win your 5th championship and win that car, Gay. And you came 4 9/10 of the way
Really
to doing
close,
it.
yeah.
It was such a close match, and you ran into a tiger right over here.
I did.
And he came from behind to win this. Gay,
Well,
I
thank you
cannot
very
tell
much.
you what a pleasure
Had
it
a
was
good
having you
time.
on the show.
Thank you.
She has been terrific, hasn't she, everyone? This has been a very, very popular champion. And let me tell you, you're not going home empty-handed because
not
we
at
have
all.
$6,040 ready to take home with you.
Thank you
Wait
very
a minute,
much.
is that $6,040 or do we have to add this onto it as well today? Yes, right. Adding 470, that means it's it's 6,000, around $6,500 altogether because they're still adding up back there. But
Thank you very
$6,500
much.
ain't bad.
Not at all.
And you can come
Thank
and borrow
you.
my red car
Okay.
anytime you want.
Okay.
And Lucille, you weren't even in the running in this race, so that means you lost in poetry, prose, and split second.
I made more here than in poetry.
That's right, you did make more than you did in poetry. You could $295 worth. And David, our new champion, come with me because in just a moment we're going to find out if David, our young doctor, can win himself this beautiful automobile. Gay almost had it. David is going for it. Tell us about it, Sandy.
Well, Monty, this is the sporty Pontiac Fiero GT. It's equipped with all of Fiero's standard features like the fuel-injected V6 engine, cruise control, and AM/FM stereo cassette player, plus pop-off sunroof and air conditioning.
Well, David, I want you to know that you unseated a very popular champion.
We were all pulling for it downstairs and at the desk, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to be the spoiler, have to beat a popular person like that.
She can drive it odd days, and I can drive it even days.
That's very nice. Our young doctor, David, very nice man. Now, here's what happens. Because this is your first win, we don't black out any screens. There are 5 screens behind one of them. It says car, and if you pick it, you're going to go home with the car that you wanted. Let's see how well you do. Choose the screen that you want.
1.
Number 1. He takes number 1, and we're going to take a look and see what's behind screen number 1. And behind there, does it say car? It says $1,000 in cash. All right, so we still haven't seen it, but where was it hidden today? Terry, point out where it was today. It was behind, right next to it, behind number 2, was where the car was. Well, you'll be coming back for your second championship tomorrow, David, and then we'll black out screens and go through the whole procedure like we did with Gay. In the meantime, you have collected $1,395, and you still have to tell me about the cure for my sinuses. We're going to do that with hypnotherapy. See you later. If you do it on the air, you get a special fee, you know, don't you? Everybody paid attention. Watch us as we go off the air. Watch David's hands and get cured of your sinus problems right here on Split Second, where everything happens, including cures for sinus problems. Thank you to our champion, Gay. It was terrific having you on the show. And thank you to all the players who've been with us. And we'll see you next time when young David Gottlieb comes back to see if he can win that automobile on his second appearance. Thank you. Bye-bye. Now let's work.
Split Second is a Stephen Haydas, Monty Hall production.